Aloha Sagittarius, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages for July 2020. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Before we begin, I ask you to please like and subscribe, comment. I want to hear your feedback, and hit the bell button. That'll give you notifications. When you like and subscribe, it actually does a lot for my channel, so I really appreciate that. Okay, Sagittarius, let's get in there with the Keepers of the Light. So this is for Sagittarius, July 2020. We're going to look at the Keepers of the Light. We're going to look at, there's that one, Archetypes and Lemurians. Okay, we got Holy Amethyst, Sagittarius. This is Divine Alchemy. Okay, move beyond your current challenges and focus on what you desire. Okay? Alright. Yeah, because there's alchemy going on behind the scenes. So Sagittarius, there's, there's things that haven't quite shown themselves yet, and there's the divine alchemy that's happening. Okay? And the archetype is the self that wants to work with you this month. This is the pearl within your own being, okay? And these are new cards, so let me just see how she says it, because I really like these cards. Okay. The self. Okay, this is the soul, the witness, the watcher. The self is the prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and place and lead us to experience the full breadth of life's offerings. The self is the central abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. When this card appears, it's a call to step back into witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? In most situations, our ego draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, and smolder in chaos. Yet the self is a graceful culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more. Attempt to see the you behind the you. Okay, so the self, this divine alchemy, become the observer this month, Sagittarius, because there's things going on behind the scenes. I feel like you've been in the muck of it all rather than being the observer or the watcher, and now you're moving in the month of July to your soul self. Okay, Sag, and it's root chakra. Oh, so ground and center. So it's really the chance to like ground and center into yourself. See the moth there? The moth brings us into that spiritual flame, because it's going to go for the light. So as the energy starting in the root center and moving up the spine to the crown chakra, this moth takes its journey into the self, into the divine alchemy. Okay, so this is going all the way up. There's an alignment that's occurring for you this month, Sagittarius, and it's alignment with your truest self, with your highest self, because you've got all the way from the root to your center to the divine. Okay, and you're connecting all of those together now. Let's see. Yeah, Ten of Swords. You've had a lot of burdens, and I feel like a lot of mental chatter, because my head started to like feel sort of congested. Okay, and so but what you're moving into is the Magician. Okay, so you're releasing these burdens and moving into the Magician. That is yourself. Okay. And releasing the congestion, like releasing through the crown chakra, because you've got and grounding down. I think that's the thing, because the root chakra came up in your reading. So you've been going through a process of change and healing, Sagittarius. At least we all have, but from what I've seen in your readings, okay, you've had a lot of change happening. You've got the Judgment card here, okay? So there's been judgment both from you and to you about your process of change, and you've kind of been in your head, and you've been getting inspired by spirit in the previous months, and now it's time to like send some of that energy down through your root chakra into the ground, and really ground and center yourself, because you've gone through a transformation. So it's like, you know, when things are vibing and they're changing and they're moving space, and now it's like it's lined up, but you've got to anchor in, okay? So it's like when a pendulum stops that swing, it has that vibration in the middle because you're realigning, okay? And you got the Six of Pentacles, so there's harmony that is occurring. So regardless of these judgments and things that have happened during your transformation, you're moving into this harmony in your money world, and what you value in the currency, like how money comes in, who you work with. This could be money coming in for you in unexpected ways, but you're coming into harmony. I read sixes as harmony and high magic. Yeah, Hanged Man. So we have some themes coming through here. How to come into this harmony is really to surrender, okay? You've done all you can do. Now it's time for the divine alchemy. So, you know, these were the challenges. You're moving beyond the judgments and the burdens. We're moving those out, okay? Now you're moving into this alignment of the self with the self, like your highest self, with your magician. You're surrendering to it in the month of July, because it's bringing you balance. And here we have King of Cups, okay, which this has come up a few times too. And the King of Cups is the loving father, okay? It's the those that are looking for a mate. It's the perfect mate. It's the one that is, you know, oh goodness, okay. Yeah, there's major changes happening for you, because what just came out, we have King of Cups, and then came the Chariot. So swift change into that surrender, and the Star. Swift change into wish fulfillment, okay? A dream coming to life, okay? This may be, as you're aligning with yourself, the last couple of readings have really been about personal sovereignty. As you're aligning with yourself, one of your dreams, it may be for a mate, it may be, you know, something else, but it's magical because you're really aligning to the magician part of yourself. So if you ground and center, this swift change is occurring for you month of July. A dream is going to be fulfilled, and it's a quick change, quick change, and major, because these are major arcanas coming up. Okay, so it's like a whole shift in how you do life, who you're with. Some of you may change partners. If you're already partnered, you may change partners. This feels like a whole new thing. Like this ugly Bessie over here, that ugly energy is moving, you know, and this is a general reading. So, you know, some of you may come in different areas of your life, but because we had the King of Cups coming in, this could very well be partnering. But what it's contingent on is you aligning with yourself, okay? So you have this dream that's coming true, whatever that dream may be. What's required of you is to ground and center and align yourself, okay? And surrender, because you have these beautiful swift changes happening. It's like all of this yuck is being like cleared, and the beautiful new is coming in. Yeah. All that's being cleared is that heartbreak. So it does have to do with the heart. You know, so move out of this challenge. Move out of it. That's being cleared away. Okay, focus on what you desire. Focus on this dream over here, because you're grounding that in, and it's coming to you. It's making itself manifest on earth. And you have the strength to get through. The strength card just came up. So you have the strength. You have the strength to move through the changes that are necessary, Sagittarius. And if you have to let go of a relationship, do understand that this is a swift change. It's like, if this has to do with partner changes, it's like the one leaves and the other one comes immediately. It's like, boom, boom, and it's night and day, the relationship. It's just a, like what you've been dreaming of, the energies move out of the way because you have aligned with your highest trajectory. So you're focusing on the divine alchemy. You'll see why this person or situation or relationship didn't work out. You'll see why things had to be the way they were. And it may not be love and romance, but it's something that really hurt your heart. Like the Three of Swords is the card of the heartbreak. And so, you know, this really hurt your heart and it caused a lot of burden and a lot of judgment. So these things, okay, are the ones that are exiting your life. They're leaving now because you're lined up with yourself, with your highest desire, with your highest good. And so Sagittarius, you've been working so hard. You've been in, you know, I've done your readings for the last several months since I started this, and you've been in a process of immense change. And now this is saying, hey, you're lined up. Look, you're coming into this grounding situation and this centering of yourself, and that divine alchemy is going to bring you your wish fulfilled, okay, your desire that you've been really wanting, but it just never seemed to work out. And that may not have to do with relationships. It's just King of Cups came up. So for some of you, it has to do with that relationship you've been wanting or partner. But there's a swift change. Some of you, it might have to do with what you do for work or how you show up in the world, where you live. That's swift movement. And let's see, how can you work your life? Okay, we got Warrior Woman. So month of July, have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, this is the self aligning with the self. Okay, so the question to ask yourself this month, Sagittarius, as you're going through this swift change, have you answered your deepest calling, your highest self? Okay, have you answered the call to that? And this will be something that you know, ask yourself through the month and keep lining yourself up. Keep lining yourself up to your highest desire. You're moving beyond the current challenges, okay? So things are looking up, Sagittarius. I'm really, really grateful. This is swift change, and I'm very happy because it is in the alignment with your highest self, okay? So surrender to it. All right, Sagittarius, thank you so much. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. And you can find me on Instagram at The Whispering Dragonfly. I do daily pick a rune readings. So, okay, until next time, aloha.